Cyberpunk 2077 recently got modding support in the form of tools that anyone can use to create mods for the game. It seems like they want the players to support, fix, and add things to the game like Bethesda does for their titles. While it does sound negative when I put it like that, I genuinely think that the mods extend the life of games and opens up the games past what is possible. That's definitely my favorite thing about the Fallout and Elder Scrolls series. There isn't any game that I care about to check back every couple of years to see what's new and different. And even though Cyberpunk 2077 is in its early stages of the game, and there isn't a huge number of mods yet, the possibilities are endless, and I think this is what carries Cyberpunk in the future and will make it a cult classic. Unfortunately, adding this kind of support is not without its problems. There was a huge security exploit discovered that allowed hackers to have access and essentially take control over your PC. They did this by editing some code to be injected into mods and custom save files. CD Projekt Red was quick to point the finger at modders and disavowed players from downloading mods until there was a hotfix in place. Now, the tricky part about this is CD Projekt Red is partly to blame for the security exploit. I'm not very technical, but I have a response from the modder behind Cyber Engine Tweaks, a popular mod currently available. His response reads, "I wasn't planning on saying anything, but since we, the modders, are getting blamed for this, I can't just stand on the sidelines and take it. What CD Projekt Red posted above is wrong. It isn't caused by an external DLL. The vulnerability is caused by a buffer overflow in a function they use to load strings. This function is used more than 100 times in the game. It is used to load the save games, the archive assets, and other parts that we haven't investigated. This is 100% CD Projekt Red's fault. It isn't anybody else's fault. This is caused by a lack of proper unit testing." What happened to owning up to your mistakes, CD Projekt Red? Not only did Pixel Rick communicate this a week ago and you didn't do anything, this should have been hotfixed a few hours after you knew about it, but then you go public lying about the nature of the vulnerability so that modders take the fall for this. What we do for free. We aren't your scapegoat, and this definitely is on you. The fact we redirect the buffer overflow to X input because it doesn't have ASLR does not mean it's X input's fault. We shouldn't be able to access X input in the first place. Just so you know, everyone, this isn't a PC issue. Every platform is effective. It has also been exploited to gain access to GeForce Now already. Maybe you should explain to Nvidia how it's not your fault, CD Projekt Red. I'm not sure how that's going to work out once they audit the EXE. Now, this might confuse some of you, and it might be hard just to grasp how big of an issue this was, but a Redditor explained it a bit further. Pulley999 on Reddit says, "There was an issue where when loading a malformed data file, there could be a buffer overflow, which means the game could write to memory locations it shouldn't have access to, other files on your PC basically. This was combined with a second exploit and X input, the part of DirectX that handles input, the most well-known being Xbox controllers. The short of it is this. Intentionally malformed data files could be fed to the game embedded with custom code that was written to X input's memory space and executed. This is dangerous because just about any asset mod or custom file could have been spiked with a virus, whereas they should be safe no matter what mod they are, and they shouldn't be able to introduce new code to the PC. The worst they should be able to do is crash your game." Just a quick side note here, what this means is that if a modder wanted to introduce something into your PC, they wouldn't be able to because they don't have access to do that. The exploit in Cyberpunk 2077 made it so you can do things to people's computers without them knowing. And now Cyberpunk has been hotfixed to exclude their exploit issues. X input still has that issue, and if other games have similar buffer overflow bugs, this could be exploited again. But for now, Cyberpunk is safe, and you should be able to download mods without worrying about anyone taking control of your PC. But this is a huge misstep for CD Projekt Red, as they really need positive publicity, and at the start of another controversy, they shrugged all blame off on modders and Xinput, which is owned by Microsoft. Using modders as a scapegoat is a surefire way to make sure nobody mods for your game. They don't want to be on the end of an angry fan base, especially when their goals as modders is to add or fix the game that was rushed out from the start. I feel like I need to say this since fan bases seem to see any negative criticism as not liking a certain game, but I do enjoy Cyberpunk. I'm hopeful to see what they have in store, and I do believe that with a healthy modding community, this game can continue to thrive long after CD Projekt Red stops supporting it to work on new projects. I just hope that CD Projekt Red can start to make the right decisions and not continue to piss off the community that's still invested in their game. What do you guys think? Is CD Projekt Red heading down the path to becoming another greedy game company? Or do you still have faith that they are still the wholesome company that their fans preach about? I'm interested in continuing the conversation down below. If you liked the video, please be sure to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thank you all for checking out this video, and I will see you in the next one.
My dream.